Morning, evening, possibly nighttime out there for you today. Today we're going over the best teammates for Hu Tao, Hu Tao. If you guys want a full complete guide, check out the noob to pro guide that's already up on the channel. That guide has been very well received. So today we're going over characters, and yeah, we're gonna be talking about Toma in here with Hu Tao as well. If you like what you've seen here, Steven's smiling face, make sure you hit that sub button, join the family for real. Let's get into it. And when we get into teammates, starting right here, obviously there's gonna be one teammate that we want to master Hu Tao with, and that's gonna be the good old combination of Hu Tao and Xingqiu. We will be going over some other characters that you can use instead of Xingqiu, but Xingqiu, if you have him in your party, level 70, level 80, level 90, get him in there because you're gonna be utilizing his elemental burst with Hu Tao's N1C combo, which is gonna allow you to do a huge amount of damage. If you don't know what the N1C combo is, you just pop that right there, you get ready to rock and roll, and you just hold your charge attack key button and you just either dash out of it or jump out of it. So this is going to be the N1C combo. You can also jump very quickly, and that's where a large majority of your damage is going to come from with this two pairing of characters. And the N1C is going to be your mainstay damage of choice when using Hu Tao. There is going to be one character where you want to use a different combo, but we'll touch more on that when we get to that character. So a quick hydro applicator like Xingqiu is one of the best ways to boost your damage. Another way is with elemental mastery. So some characters that can buff elemental mastery could be very powerful as well. Albedo, you usually see him in this team, the number one used Hu Tao team. Albedo, Xingqiu, Zhongli, and Hu Tao. Albedo here does two things fold here. Now he gives you ×2 geo resonance, so he does more damage. Zhongli does more damage. You're kind of like your support sub DPS characters in that party. The other thing that he does do though is he's got good old homuncular nature, which gives you 125 elemental mastery for your whole party for 10 seconds after you use his elemental burst. And his elemental burst has a very low cooldown of 12 seconds. So you can almost have this up full time, and it's gonna be one of the best ways to boost your elemental reaction related damage. You can see 156 EM right here is 27% increased vaporize and melt damage. We're gonna get an extra 125 from Albedo in our party as well. So he's a fantastic character to buff up the damage. That party works very well together. Obviously the other part to that team combination there is Zhongli. Zhongli is used for his elemental skill, mainly Dominus Lapidus, right? You're gonna get that 20% resistance down to pyro, hydro, everything in the game, even physical, and also going to give you that giant shield, which is going to allow you to sort of sustain yourself with that Hu Tao team, right? Because you want her to be sub 50% HP, but you want to be able to feel safe at the same time. So you're going to be able to bounce back your HP low, mid, low, mid, low, mid, over and over through the use of the Zhongli barrier in combination with the Xingqiu subtle healing while your Hu Tao is draining her own HP at the activation of her elemental skill there. And you're going to be able to bounce around 30, 35, 30, 50% over and over again for the duration of your battles. Now, another member that could be very powerful for this party is going to be the Raiden Shogun. This is because of how Electro Charge works as a reaction. You can get Electro Charge on the enemy between Xingqiu and Raiden Shogun, and then you can go ahead and hit him up with the good old Vaporize from Hu Tao as well. So this is a very powerful combination, especially if you're having a hard time filling up your elemental bursts. And either of these characters, Xingqiu especially, 80 cost, you don't have Sacrificial Sword, be a little bit harder there as well. But the other thing that you can do with Raiden Shogun being that big battery for your team is you can sort of get your Xingqiu, take him to 90, which is something I'm going to be doing soon, and build him for more DPS than energy recharge. You're going to have a very nice support DPS Xingqiu because he's got one of the hardest hitting elemental skills in the game, over 500, almost 600% at level 8 talent wise. So it's gonna be a massive thing there. And then obviously there's lots of damage coming in from his sword rains. And then between these three characters, you're gonna have the powerful Electro Charge as well as Vaporize on top of that, which is a wild amount of elemental reactions to go forth in this party and sort of dominate. Now on top of that, she also is very good because for that little bit of duration that you're down on your elemental skill here, because it's got a 9-second duration and a 16-second cooldown, you can kind of gap that up with the big old Raiden Shogun elemental burst that lasts 7 seconds. So that's going to be a wild thing, because what is 7 plus 9 seconds? You've guessed it, that is 16. So you're going to always have someone out on the battlefield doing wild amounts of damage. Electro Charged for Raiden Shogun in combination with Xingqiu, filling up everyone's elemental bursts, and they're going to have good old Hu Tao coming in, Electro Charge, and then Vaporizing on top of that, which is a wild thing to do in Genshin Impact. Now, if you don't have access to Zhongli, there's another character that you guys can use that's out right now. There's gonna be another one coming out, Toma, that I wanna talk about as well. So the other character is Diona. She does have some pretty significant shielding. She also is going to allow you to move a little bit faster with Icy Paws on, because it's gonna give you a little bit of movement speed, helps Hu Tao get around a little bit. We like to see that. It's pretty cool. It also is gonna reduce your stamina consumption by 10%. So your N1C charge attack slide dash animation cancel. It's going to cost you a little bit less stamina there, so that's pretty powerful if you're really looking for some other character that can sort of represent yourself as your shielding character and you don't have access to Zhongli. And then on top of that, every once in a while, yes, you're going to get a melt off instead of a vaporize because you are going to be applying cryo to people with Diona. Now, another thing that I want to talk about though is going to be the big bad boy himself, good old Thoma here. So what does Thoma do? Quick thing, we'll have a video guide on him when I can get footage of him, and we'll be able to showcase this later when he's out on this server. But for right now, think of Thoma as like an HP shielding bot like Zhongli, but also he does pyro application like Xingqiu does with his elemental burst. Now, how does this work with Hu Tao and Xingqiu? Does that break it? Yes, if you try to do her N1C, this will break it. You're going to miss out on vaporizing that charge attack around 40, 50 plus, maybe even % more of the time. So what is the way that you have to combat this? This is with the N2 charge attack. The N2C is we'll call it. Now, what is an N2C? Very simple, guys. It's 2 normal attacks into a charge attack. Why are we doing 2 normal attacks with Thoma in the party? This is because just like Xingqiu, Thoma's going to do an additional attack that's pyro damage. And if we go ahead and do 2 normal attacks into a charge attack, the way that this is going to work out, you're going to have enough elemental gauge out of the hydro element so that you are always going to 100%, even with Thoma in your party, vaporize that charge attack from your girl Hu Tao, which is where a vast majority of your damage is coming from. So if you're looking for a big shielder, you are using Diona Freeze Team, you don't own Zhongli, you're going to be pulling this banner for Hu Tao. If you get access to Thoma, you can use him with Xingqiu. You just have to use him in a slightly different way with the N2C instead of the N1C. 2 of the characters you could think about using with this team here, Hu Tao, Raiden Shogun, Xingqiu. All of these are some of the most popular characters. These 5 right here stand the test of time. Now, some other ones you can think about using Kazuha in Sucrose as well. Sucrose is especially powerful if you're doing Raiden Shogun, Xingqiu, Hu Tao. You just don't have a shield there. You don't want any other heals. You're a god gamer out there. You can go ahead and use that team and sort of make it like a swirl spam Sucrose squad with some downtime for Hu Tao or Raiden Shogun, depending on how it is that you're playing the game. Kazuha also very good, right? Elemental burst, big swirls, giving everyone resistance down to lightning, a pyro, as well as hydro. Very strong stuff there. However, if you want the best of the best, I would stick with one of these 5 and make a team out of these 5 characters, and you're gonna be going to the moon, stocks ahoy, with Hu Tao. Right. So this is the hydro hypostasis, I think. I'm just gonna stay in here. I'm activated, dude. That's enough out of you, sir. Never talk to me or my child ever again. That's for sure. Okay, so I need very badly. I didn't get them all? No, I was so close. Hello, dolphins. Hello. Yes? But Yep. Oh, man. For real? Okay. Kill one more. Or what's up? I don't even know if I have the... Hey! Big IQ. And I'm new to it. I know. I've been doing some things wrong. I know. Just going in, dude. No one's safe. No, you're not safe. Who next? Who next? Okay, boss. And I could, if I wanted to, go right into Raiden Shogun. Where you at? Okay, I guess I am. Walking over. Oh, there's more. My bad. I have to do it again with the freeze team. Hold on. That Hu Tao Raiden team, oh my God, I love it so much. It's the first time I've actually played it today. Thought about using it. I haven't got it optimized for Xingqiu, but man, it's good. Ain't it right, Steven? Ain't that right, Steven? Ain't that right, Steven?